Good morning, everyone. Today is the 4th of April, May, March, February. What is it? It's the 4th of April, 2022. Monday morning. I want to talk about something this morning that I don't know if I can describe it adequately or not. Anyway, I'll try to do my best with what's on my mind. There's a term, it's called overgeneralization. Overgeneralization. Now, sometimes it seems like the Word of God is overgeneralizing. Whenever Solomon says, vanity, vanity, all is vanity. That seems like, wow, isn't that overgeneralizing to say all is vanity? Well, everything outside of Christ is vanity. Christ is all. So there's a proper time to make generalizations, and then there's another time when we shouldn't overgeneralize. Let me try to give some examples. When someone says, if someone says all of technology is fake, that's an overgeneralization to say all of technology is fake. There was a time when we didn't have a telephone. There was time when we did not have running water in our houses. There was time when we did not have electricity. Do you really want to go back to the horse and buggy days? Do you really want to go back to the time when you had to literally, physically go out and plow a little plot of ground with a horse? Remember the old lawnmowers, the old push lawnmowers before they had motors on them? I remember I used to mow with those things. I don't want to mow with those things anymore. And to say that all of technology is a lie, or to say that all of technology is fake, is an overgeneralization. Okay? And people will talk about, evidence that this is a lie, evidence that this is a lie, evidence that this is a lie. There are a lot of lies out there. But all of technology is not a lie. I just wanted to make that statement this morning, Now, sometimes it's hard to discern what is a lie and what is the truth, NASA is of the occult, okay? I don't know where the space station is, okay? I've heard people say, well, the space station is in some room somewhere in NASA. And that's where the cosmonauts and the astronauts gather to do their acting. I don't know. I've had people say, well, there are no satellites up in space. I've had people say there's no space. Well, you have to define your terms. You have to define your terms. I believe that the earth is a plane. I believe that the stars are under the firmament. you know, and, you know, I don't believe that the sun is 93 million miles away, okay, but again, it's important that we as Christians don't leave egg on our face and make overgeneralizations about things that are absurd. Okay? And that's my only point. You know, there are many things that I don't understand, but this one thing I do know. I know Christ, who has the world in the palm of his hand. I may not know much about physics or chemistry. I may not know much about electronics or electricity. But I know the one who stills the wind and calms the sea. I may not know Hebrew or Greek or quadratic equations, but I do know the one who gave me eternal salvation. I may not know important people or celebrities, but I know the one who created them all as well as you and me. I may not know economics or how to get wealth, but I do know the one who grants spiritual help. I may not know false science and heliocentricity, but I do know the one who sheds his blood on Calvary for me. I may not know Latin, French, or Portuguese, but I do know the one who made the stars and the trees. I may not know medicine, herbs, and plants, but I do know the one to me who forgiveness grants. So if you think you're wise in all worldly things, only Christ can bring knowledge the world cannot bring. Well, let us remember that let us remind ourselves that we don't know everything, and to be careful not to make gross overgeneralizations about things. You know, now it's true that there are a lot of lies that are perpetrated to us from the womb to the tomb. It is true. But sometimes we have been fed so many lies that we throw the baby out with the bathwater. What I mean by that is we become so jaded that we don't believe anything. We're so skeptical we don't believe anything. Well, one thing we can believe is that on the foundation of Jesus Christ. Thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, I am the first and I am the last, and beside me there is no God, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Art thou not from everlasting, O Lord my God, since the Holy One? Who is God save the Lord, and who is a rock save our God? Isaiah 9:6, Hebrews 1:12, 2 Samuel 22 and 32. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Psalm 61:2. Well, let us always remember that God is the one who gives men intelligence and ingenuity and creativity and the ability to create things like the light bulb and the all of those conveniences that we have at our disposal, including our automobiles and our jet planes and our all the other technologies that we now are convenience to us. Let us be grateful for the blessings that God has given us. May the good Lord be with you this morning, is my prayer. God bless.